This isn't even from John. This is from Mark and Luke. So I'll read both of the passages and then you can go for it. So Mark 16:1 says, when the Sabbath was over, Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of James, and Salome bought spices so that they might come and anoint him. So that's after the Sabbath, when the Sabbath was over. Luke 23:56 says, then they returned and prepared spices and perfumes, and on the Sabbath they rested according to the commandment. So it seems like they have spices beforehand. So if there was 2 Sabbaths in a row, how is it that that you can reconcile these 2 verses together?
Well, the first thing is that you have this. The Greek is not quite as clear as you might think. Diaginomai. It usually does mean past. So when it says the Sabbath was over, when the Sabbath was over is an okay way to translate it, I suppose. But it's not the normal word for something being done or finished. But okay.
But it would have to be because they bought the spices, right?
Yeah. Okay. When the Sabbath was over in Mark 16:1, all right, they bought spices. Okay, so let me give you this scenario. Because Luke 23:56 says, then they returned and prepared spices and perfumes, and on the Sabbath day they rested according to the commandment. Okay, so let me give you this scenario. Is there any way to reconcile Mark and Luke in this? I think there is. Okay, they said, look, we need to prepare the body for Yeshua's body for burial. This is a very long tradition amongst the Jewish people to prepare to take care of the body, which it was also created in the image of God. Okay, so they start getting things together, maybe the linens that they needed, the wrappings, they may have torn cloth or whatever, and they prepared, and they said, oh, guess what? We don't have enough spices. We don't have enough of what we need. The spices were given primarily so that you could continue to visit the tomb during the year or whatever. And so that, well, just to be honest with you, so that the smell wasn't overbearing, okay? Well, then they say, we haven't got enough. In one of the other Gospels, it says that Noctimon brought 100 pounds of spices.
Yeah, I'm glad that's John 19.
19, yeah.
1939.
Right. So they're going around their homes, they're trying to find what they have. They don't have enough. They say, oh, no, we don't have enough. We're going to have to wait until after the Sabbath. Why did they return and prepare spices and then rest on the Sabbath? Well, because they didn't have time to prepare the body, or actually we know they went and felt that they couldn't, perhaps, or something like that. And so they say, we're going to have to wait till after the Sabbath. What do they do after the Sabbath? They take the things that they have already prepared and they go and buy the extra that they need. And when do they finally go to the tomb? Early on the first day of the week. They didn't wait 3 days.
That's right.
So,
and both Mark and Luke tell us that they rested according to Shabbat. The point is that they were observant of the Shabbat.
Right. And so early in the morning, they get up early and they want to go as soon as they can to get to the tomb. And what do? They find it rolled away. The body's not there. Okay. So apparently they didn't know that Noctimon had already brought the spices and so forth and so on. So, to me, it's not any big problem, because I've been in a situation where I thought I was all ready for the Sabbath and I wasn't, and I had to wait till after the Sabbath to go, fill my car up with gas or whatever, early Sunday morning so I could go somewhere. Okay, so that same thing happened here. I don't think there's a big problem.